Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction bingo for One Piece chapters 1163 and 1164. So last week, I'll be real with you, One Piece is in an amazing place, but for some reason, for whatever reason, I just really didn't feel like reading One Piece. So I was like, I'm not going to force myself to do it. That's probably like, forcing myself to do something for a video. Probably not going to be the best experience rather than just having fun with what we get. So yeah, I don't know why, I just wasn't feeling it last week. So we're doing 2 chapters this week. I'm really excited. I actually don't have a ton of time right now, but I'm not going to rush or anything. I definitely have time to record. I just might not be able to edit directly after this. It might be a little bit of time. I need to come back to this and edit. But I don't think there's too much to say. We were at a very exciting place, and I am somewhat shocked, though I haven't read in a few weeks. Because we had a break week and then I took a week off, I haven't been spoiled, which is like crazy. I'm like, we were at such a huge place. I was really scared, paranoid, trying to avoid spoilers. Maybe I just got really lucky. Maybe I did a good job at avoiding spoilers. But I was like, did nothing happen somehow? Insane stuff. But yeah, either way, if you want to, you can make your own bingo card to play bingo along with us by clicking down in the comments and description. Usually I leave a link to the bingo card generator. I updated it before this. I update it every time there's a new video or whatever. So each chapter has its own bingo card generator. I just make a new one. And we have 31 options so far that I've been sticking with for a little bit. I change it a little each week, but I just remembered before coming to record, I still have Wano Piece up here as an option, and now that we're done with the Yamato cover story, I wanted to ask you all, should I remove the Wano Piece option as one of the ones we could get on the bingo card? I just wanted to ask before I remove it, because who knows when we could potentially see Wano again. Now, some of the stuff up here isn't stuff we're likely to see, super often again either, but I leave it up there as like, it'll be fun when we get back to it, like it'll be a shocking thing when we get back to like Lar Kid or Karater Zunisha, or some like that's also kind of funny, memey stuff like that. So, Wano Piece I think could be removed. Also, the only other thing before I start reading is, if you want these videos early, I post them when I read the scans for patrons and channel members. You can hit join down below to become a member, or go to patreon.com/HakuOfTheTubes, or a link will be in the description to get these as soon as they go up early, as soon as I read the scans and have time to post the video and everything. But then I make it public for everybody when the official translation goes up. So if you don't want to wait for that, or if you don't want to wait for the official translation, you can become a patron or member. But if you don't really care about having things early, you can stick around on the channel. I'm not going to spoil you. I won't be posting this publicly until the official is out. But yeah, now that that's aside, let's see what I get on the bingo card. And hopefully with 2 chapters, maybe we have a little bit of better luck. I feel like me and so many other people that, like Pate saying what they got on their bingo cards, it's always a situation where we fill in so much of the card, like half the card's filled in, and somehow still don't manage a bingo. But this time, again, out of the 31 options it has to choose from, it gave me Imo-sama, good, food, another potentially good one, Blood, Sweat, or Tears, a very easy one, new name character, who knows, Devil Fruit Awakening, that one's probably going to be easy because of Saturn. Kid or Heart Pirates, okay, hit me with a tough one. Cross Guild, again. Any Straw Hat member, okay, this might be possible. Child, maybe easy. Bulkheart, The Lurking Legend, could it happen? Bounty Reveal, Goon Valley, hopefully is free, but we do have a free space which we can click. Marines should be easy, I would hope. Carrot and or Zunisha. Flashback, which again, hopefully is easy. Yonko, Wano Piece in an inopportune spot for me. Silhouetted character, Zoan Transformation, Joy Boy or Nika mentioned. Potential Dad, aka Dragon, God's Knights, Vivi Wappler Morgan, or Thousand Sunny. So I have a lot that I feel like should be easy, but the ones that could really screw me over could really screw me over. At least they're mostly like over here on the right side of the board, but for bingo that doesn't necessarily help. So either way, to start things out, we need to go to 163. Let me bring it up, make sure everything looks good for the recording. And okay, 1163 is titled Promises. Again, I have not been spoiled on a single thing, so this is going to be like completely out of nowhere for me. Also, we're going to count the request pages since we were counting the cover stories. We have Luffy and Some Monkeys cover request by Toshikazu. Luffy parkouring around town with a pack of Japanese macaques. Okay, got all the people down below. So you know what that means. We're going to count Yonko and any Straw Hat member. We're going to take what we can get. Bingos don't come around that often. We'll take what we can get from the cover stories. We start off with Saint Saturn. What is this form? Is this an ability? And we have a flashback. We're on Goon Valley. Hold on, where is it? We're on Goon Valley. A silhouetted character, unless that's just how Emu looks. Imu-sama is there. We have a Gorosei. I didn't get Gorosei, but maybe one of you got Gorosei. We have the Marines there in front of them. Okay. We have Devil Fruit Awakening because of Saturn. Zoan Transformation because of Saturn. Hold on, we're cooking. Wano Piece has screwed us again. Oh my god. If only I could have removed that. Is that really going to screw me over? I think this is it for right this second, though. Okay, let's continue. We're like one panel in, filled in half the card. A new threat descends. Sachai Source. What? Yeah, he starts killing the Marines. What? It's going after the Marines, isn't it on their side? Scratch that. Looks like it has it out for all of us. The pirates start getting taken down too. Everyone fall back. Keep your distance. Attacking's prohibited. Secure the escape route instead. Hey, get a hold of yourselves. I also really need to take in all these panels with what's going on. This pain, it's oddly compelling. What are you babbling about, dummy? Damn it, my crew's been... Kiban, cover these guys. Carry the treasure and get out of here. Not this again. You just don't do anything crazy, okay? What the hell is that freaking monster? We have Garp. No idea. Saint Saturn just transformed. One of the 5 elders, huh? This is my first time seeing one. What a fitting look for the head of those maggots. Vice Admiral, keep it down. Again, I really want to learn more about what's going on with Garp. What's his past like? Like, Garp has so much interesting stuff going on, hating the world government, but being a hero of the Marines and continuing to try to promote the Marines. There's so much stuff going on with him. Then, hey, if it isn't the Rat King, came to kill me in person, huh? So thou art the one, Davy Jones. Afraid you got the wrong guy. I've never even met the man. So, what if we saw before Emu getting all upset over feeling Joy Boy's hockey and stuff, and we know that Emu's been living for at least like 800 years. What if Emu is just so screwed up from living for that long, or from just whatever happened 800-900 years ago, that things like maybe Emu's confused at what time period he's in, or maybe he sees into like there is no past or future at all. It's all present to him. So maybe Emu's confused about, Davy Jones and Lily and Joy Boy, and still, upset about things that happened back then. Or maybe it's just the fact that, Luffy is so much like Joy Boy, or Rox is so much like Davy Jones. Vivi and Lily and stuff. That said, I believe promises are meant to be kept. That's precisely why your wretched ilk must be expunged from the annals of history. Okay, so he's never met him, but promises are meant to be kept, meaning Davy Jones made some sort of promise. Mu's world remains incomplete. The world ain't yours, and he slices one of Saturn's arms. Rox, that crazy bastard, he's going after Saint Saturn. What now, Rear Admiral? Should we provide backup? Well, damn right we should. Move it. Vice Admiral Garp? Wait, what? Who exactly? Are you backing up? I meant to add Domi Reversi as an option to get on the bingo card because I felt like, there's been a bunch of people saying, is Rox going to get Domi Reversi'd? Could it happen to Garp and Roger? So I thought that might have been, especially with Emu showing up in this way, it might have been a good thing to add. So that's something I forgot to add. But we do have Blood, Sweat, or Tears, so I want to throw that in. I don't quite think we have any of the others yet. So, the pirates are taking the treasure. Stop them. Those are world-renowned items. We have the Roger pirates escaping. Things are getting pretty crazy. Foo-hee-hee, glug. How's the transport situation looking? We're ready to go, Captain John. Okay, is this going to give us an idea of Captain John's treasure? Then, this is goodbye then, Rox Pirates. Okay, he's leaving the Rox Pirates. What's going on? What was that terrible shriek? We have potential, Dad. What? A Navy ship. I'll have them take the kid. What the? And he starts getting pulled. Is this going to be John with the magnet? The treasure. Our metals are reacting to something. Don't let go. Big Eater. To me, my treasure. Okay, so he's pulling in all the treasure from God Valley. Maybe that's Captain John's treasure. Other people might have gotten away with like devil fruits or the Roger Pirates taking shanks or whatever. But maybe Captain John had the actual valuables. Like the actual physical money stuff. It's got to be Captain John's magnet power. It's causing a strong magnetic pull to the valley's southeast entrance. Do whatever you want, just get out of the way. Roger. John, that snake. And we see Sky Snake, red cannon. What? And he flicks and it explodes. So is Ganzui, is this just the force of his flicking? Or did he have Gem, Mr. Five's devil fruit? Gah, Captain John. Now we have Dragon's just getting caught up in all of this. Hey Ganzui, why'd you attack John? You really think he'd split all that loot with us? Aren't each of those treasure chests worth at least $1 billion? Billion? I can't blame anyone for wanting to hog it all, really. And then Shiki looks back, offended? Potentially? Or no, he's aiming with his Booker cannon again. So he's turning on Shiki, and we get cut over to something else. Okay, we're getting cut over to something else, but I've got, where's Potential Dad? Oh my god, I filled in so much of this, and Child. I filled in so much of this, and yet nothing yet. Yeah, I guess new name Devil Fruit. We already knew the Magnet Fruit. It's not really new. I don't think we've seen Bogard, but he could have snuck in there somewhere, to be real honest with you. None of the Gods Knights yet. Thinking about, Thousand Sunny's such a rough spot. Maybe I should get rid of that one. Should I? Again, any suggestions for spots to get rid of or to add? Thousand Sunny might be another that we could lose. Alright. So food is probably going to be the easiest. I don't know that we've seen any yet. I don't think we have. But we're cutting over to Garp. You can't, Vice Admiral. That's one of the world's overseers. Looks like a pest to me. Save some for me, Rox. Kaido, you damn brat. We have a little one coming in. I'll kill you. You jealous? Check this out. What? He's gonna borrow breath. We're seeing the hockey coming off of Whitebeard now. Ra as Rox goes in. This is my catch, Garp. Galaxy Impact, Divine Departure, Pandemonium of the Abyss, and then Kanji's Curse of the Abyss. Dragon, Hikok Sovereignty, Shattering Void. And they just all manage to hit Saturn. Okay, that's so cool. This is such an insane panel. I'm just taking it all in. It's so cool. So Pandemonium of the Abyss, Kanji's Curse of the Abyss. The Abyss could be related to, like, what they said they travel through if they have the mark. Pandemonium is an interesting way to translate it, because pandemonium's like the, it's chaos in the more, like, recent way that people would use it, but pandemonium is like the palace of the demons or whatever in Paradise Lost, I think, which is where, its chaotic connotations come from. Okay. Interesting stuff, though. We move on to another 2-page spread. We have Emu just kind of splashing around like ink almost. And then looks like black hockey lightning coming out. A huge shockwave through the island. The Marines are getting taken down. People are collapsing. What was that? Is this the start of Armageddon or something? Look alive. The treasure flew all over the place. Pick it up. Dahaha, you never miss a beat, Rayleigh. Pirates' priorities never waver. Yaha. It's interesting, some of these designs. I wonder, are they ones we've always seen for the Roger Pirates or not? Like this guy with the wings and stuff. Or the one guy's like hair shape with the goggles. Some of these designs are interesting to me. That was intense. We have Dragon. Is the baby... Huh? He got substitution jutsu'd? What? Where'd he go? Okay, so this is Shanks finding his way into one of the chests. Okay, so Dragon doesn't actually put him there. This kind of makes Dragon look a little bit more silly. He just happens to find his way there instead of Dragon being like, you'll be safe in here. Which I mean, again, probably wouldn't have made Dragon look that much better, given that if he was like, you'll be safer in here, will he? That chest has no guarantee of making it. It's too late to throw it up. Then, pay me back. We have... Oh, talking about the devil fruit, of course. Kaido and Big Mom arguing. Then, there they are. Far away in the forest. Running. And he's starting to reform. My one attack was all it took, says Garp. No way, it was all me. Garp and Roger arguing. Hey, don't tell me you're... A new branch of the Davy clan. The woman and her child. Frantically trying to survive. Such dangerous lives must not be set loose so Emu can sense them, or maybe see them from where he reached up to. He, she, they, we still don't quite know for Emu. Stop it. What are you trying to do? And Rox attacks again. I guess I really should be saying Zebek rather than Jibek, I think. Isn't it Jibek in Japanese? I really should be saying Jibek instead of Rox at this point. Huh? It will not be Mu who acts. And again, the parts that are split off just seem unbothered and are amorphous and manage to pierce through Jibek. What is this? It doesn't hurt or even itch. Thou shalt be the one to exterminate them. Okay, so people were right in guessing Rox might get Domi reversied here. He was stabbed, but getting stabbed doesn't hurt. And before, Emu used Domi Reversi to give an order to Dory and Broggy. So it seems like there might be another order here for Jibek, and it's going to be that in order to save his family, like he might have to tell the others, you have to kill me, you have to stop me in order to save my family. Go forth and slay your wife and child. Huh? That's absurd. What are you talking about? Domi Reversi. And we start seeing him turn into a demon. What lies in store for Rox's family? We have Teach and Eris. Okay, so it seems like the ones here. It's cool that, like, Lin and Kaido and Newgate get to all be a part of this too. So it does seem like with him getting, and again, I should have added Domi Reversi as an option. With him getting Domi Reversied, it seems like the conflict is going to be he doesn't actually want to kill his family, so he has to be stopped by Garp and Roger. And we're seeing already how the Rox Pirates are falling apart here as well. But it's going to be neat since we know like a bunch of them died. Moria got a bunch of their bodies. It will be interesting to know, so what happens after this? And also this, like, we get confirmation of the magnet fruit stuff that was hinted at before, and we might get an idea here of Captain John's treasure, with Captain John taking the bulk. Like, they're like, these chests could be like 1 billion each or whatever. Meanwhile, there are some other pirates who got some of the chests, but the main bulk might end up going with John, even though we got potentially booger flicked by Gonzui. So, Gem, Mr. 5 getting a little bit of the Nepo piece. A little bit of the Nepo piece here. Either way, though, I am so glad that, honestly, if I just read this, I would have been satisfied with this. This was an incredibly good chapter. But I'm so happy as well that I don't have to stop here, that I can continue reading, that I can do more. So with that aside, amazing chapter. Like Oda cooked once again. I feel like post Wano, like, Egghead was so good, and then moving out of Egghead, especially the finale to Egghead, I think it's probably the strongest finale in the post-time skip. And then going into Elbaf, and Elbaf has just been heat. And a chunk of Elbaf has been this flashback, but Elbaf itself was heat, this flashback's been heat. Like, this has been so good. So, let's move to 1164, Davy's Blood. And we have Randolph, Perona, and Mihawk. Cover request by Shinonome Tamari. Perona chasing a rabbit with a pocket watch. So, crazy Randolph appearance. That's nuts. We got Perona Mihawk. Or Perona thinking about Mihawk when chasing Randolph. That's funny. Okay. So, before going into the actual chapter itself. So the only thing I really need here, I guess. Man, couldn't have been chasing Carrot. Could have got the Carrot spot. Bogart would be neat, but it doesn't really help me. Wano Piece would be crazy. Joy Boy and Nika haven't been mentioned, though I felt like there was a good chance of that happening because of Emu being here. Now, God's Knights, yikes. I have been trying so hard to like them despite everybody slandering them, but they were not here. God's Knights will not be there. They just did not show up, apparently. And Thousand Sunny Roma certainly not going to get. That might be a removable spot, honestly. Into the actual chapter. Rox got hit with Domi Reverse. We're getting the editorialization there. Rox. Our attacks didn't even phase that spider thing? Have everyone's reactions. What in the world? How obstinate. You shouldn't scoff at humans, you beast. Davy D. Jones. That's the name of the previous king of the world. Insolent fool. That wretch was never king, not for a single moment. Thou hast no place in the fate that binds Moo and Davy. So maybe Davy is Joy Boy then. I kind of like the idea of Davy and Joy Boy being two different people. But Joy Boy was the first pirate. Davy was previous king of the world, which doesn't necessarily mean they're two different people, but with the connection that it seems like Emu is feeling to them. Then you shouldn't be so scared. It's just a name after all. You've been afraid for a long time, haven't you? Afraid that one day someone's gonna inherit Davy's will and fulfill the promise. I wonder who scares you most. Okay, Davy D. Jones, I got goosebumps. Joy Boy. Cease this babble. They shall never resurface so long as thou fades into oblivion. So maybe Joy Boy... So, interesting. We know that the Lunarians were worshipped around the world as gods, but they mainly lived where Meriwa is now. They were slaughtered and the celestial dragons took up spot at Meriwa. We don't know exactly when that was, but we also know that the celestial dragons became a thing when the crew of 20 defeated Joy Boy's crew. And Joy Boy was the first pirate. So if Joy Boy and Davy D. Jones are different, then was Davy D. Jones the, king before the Celestial Dragons defeated Joy Boy and became Celestial Dragons? If he was the previous king of the world? Or is this like Joy Boy was who they had to fight to become Celestial Dragons, then Davy D. Jones came about as a later thing after they became Celestial Dragons? They fought the king of the world and became new kings or whatever? We'll have to figure out how the timeline goes if they're different. Davy, Mu has found the perfect soldiers now, a certain nation of gentle and indecisive giants. Giants, you bastard. Stay away from Harald. He just wants peace. Indeed, this is an unprecedented opportunity. A sovereign this pliable may never again appear. You little... Thy current disposition is quite similar. Now make haste. Put an end to Davy's dream. And again, the mention of dreams is so good. He then gets dropped to the ground. What the... Rocks? What happened? Damn it. I'm fading. Did it do something to you up there? And Linlin's checking on him. Huh? Annihilate Davy's lineage with my own hand. Snuff out all obstacles on God Valley. Is it me, or are you bigger? Out of the way. Their blood must be purged from the pages of history. He leaps into the air. And his cloak is becoming like demon wings. Rox, what are you doing? He attacks Kaido and sends him crashing into the side of those mountains, I guess. Oh, and Kaido, his tongue's hanging out. Okay, I think that's just him being injured and knocked unconscious. At first, I didn't know if, like, much like it spread from Dorian Brogy, I didn't know if he was spreading the Domi Reversi to Kaido. Damn you, Rox. Aren't we meant to be allies? And then Linlin's going in. And before we continue, I do want to throw out Joy Boy or Nika mentioned. I'm kidding. So unlucky. Wow. That's insane work, actually. Holy shit. This, like, what is that? I could get one here. I could get one here. I could get one here. I could get one down here. So many places. And if I end up with God Knights, then I'll be one off here as well. This is insane bad luck. So Linlin goes in and gets knocked backwards. Ugh. Newgate standing in the way. We're in your way, Rox? You are. And he clashes with Newgate. And we have this huge force coming from it, splitting one of the sides of the twin mountain. What the? And the entire thing starts falling at this point. Run! The mountain's falling. This is massive. And it looks like I don't know if that's just him after clashing with Whitebeard. I think he knocked him away through the mountain, though, because I think he might be running toward where Teach and Eris are now. All warships at the northeast coast have get away from the island. Pull back all ships. So yeah, like, that's crazy destruction just from that falling. Northern northeast coast. That was close. Who's responsible? This unforgivable act must be punished. Everyone, hurry. Don't set sail without us, or you'll be put to death. Hurry. Southwest region. Come on, Rayleigh, this island's toast. Roger's safe, right? Treasure, isn't this incredible? Oh, it's a dead end. Move it. Damn it. I couldn't even save one tiny baby. Where did he go? Wait, Kuma, give it a rest. It'd be too risky to keep trying to save people. Kumachi. There might still be more people out there. Oh, I found one. Damn that Ganzui. And we have... Okay, so there's interesting stuff going on here. So, I was wondering if they were going to warp out... since we're cutting away, it might not be that they're seeing John. They might be seeing Dragon. So he might save Dragon here by warping him out. And maybe this is why Ivankov one day goes to seek Dragon out again or something and form revolutionaries and everything. But we're cutting over to John. Shiki, asshole, you'll never make it off this island alive, you hear? Gee, ha ha ha, no one gets the drop on me. Everyone to the coast. We need stretchers. We can't, the forest is on fire. And we have the giant demon Jebek make it to Eris. Jebek, he looks... So, you lost. I'm sorry. It's our fault. You faced that thing to save us, even though you weren't ready yet. Teach, we have no choice but to jump into the sea and swim. I won't let the Davy clan end here. We'll survive, no matter what. Escapees spotted on the coast. And we have the ships taking aim. As he's about to cut, they get fired at from the front. Oh no. And I'm assuming that... Poof poof. Holy shit, Kuma. I just got chills again. Kuma might be the GOAT in the entire series of One Piece. Holy shit, Kuma. Kuma is insane. Like, he is cooked so hard in the background for so many different characters. And it looks like after poofing Eris and Teach out, he poofs himself away. That is so crazy. Kuma's actually MVP of the series. Unironically MVP of the series. Wow. Davy, next, extinguish all who remain on the island. Vice Admiral Garp, please, hurry up. I told you to get the hell out of here. How long are you going to stick around? Roger, where are you? I'm fine. Let me know when everyone's aboard. Yeah, Rox, stop it. Rox? Why does he look like that? He's exterminating everyone left. And now we have both Garp and Roger sort of accepting fate here and yelling out, "Bring it on, Rox." Davy? And he's confronted by the two of them. Holy shit, this is hype. What the hell have you turned into? I won't let you go after my crew. Roger, Garp, I can't even wait to see the left side of the page, but just this panel on the right side of the page is so cool. This voice, please. And he's speaking to them telepathically. What's with that expression? Please, kill me. And he's crying as he rushes in toward them. And I love that the poses they're in are similar to the panel when we first heard that, at least I think so. I'm pretty sure this is the poses that Garp and Roger were in when we first got the idea that, like when we were first told that the two of them took down Rox. The climax of the God Valley incident. So next chapter, pretty much everybody's gotten out of here now. We have seen how most of the characters have gotten away. So at this point, I don't think there's too much else left for us to focus on except getting this fight next week. And we don't have a break week, apparently. What an insane set of chapters. So cool. But I did not get a bingo. That's insane work. No God's Knights as well. The God's Knights are doing nothing. What the hell? What the hell, God's Knights? I've been trying to defend you so much. Kuma is the GOAT. Let's see, what else is there? Really? The only thing is food? There might have been food in there somewhere, but I don't recall. Like in the beginning of the first chapter, like Luffy with the monkeys. Did Luffy and the monkeys have food? That might be all I've got. If you really stretch the definition and you're like, Randolph is a rabbit, there are some mushrooms on the ground in the background. You know, you could stretch the definition. Technically, that is a thing that is edible. It is food, but it's not like currently in being eaten or edible food form. You get what I mean? Hold on, let me open 63 back up. What did it have in the cover page? Let me check it. I want to see, did we have food anywhere? This is like the only time ever that Luffy doesn't have food. Okay, well, I guess that I guess that's that. No bingo for me. Maybe one of you got more lucky. Insane work with that luck. Crazy chapters though. 1163 was incredible. 1164 may have, I think it even topped that. They were both amazing. They cooked. So either way, I guess that's where I'll end. Thank you for watching. Like if you did like the video. Comment down there to tell me what you thought of this set of chapters, my thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more One Piece, much more on the channel. I forgot at the end of the video, or at the beginning of the video, I really wanted to shout out Nia Hemmings. I've been doing One Piece discussions on his channel on break weeks. He's had a bunch of people there. It's been really great. So definitely go check that out. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you want to help support the channel by by sharing around or dropping a super thanks, it's appreciated. But if you want to help support the channel and also get these One Piece videos a bit early, you can hit join down below to become a member. Go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Thank you so much to people who are already members and patrons. Thank you to chosen regulars Evan Holly and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, J.A. VD Van and Maru, Cheriton Student, David Langstaff, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Elements, Pateo Real, and Elsa the Storyteller. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.